All right, and here we go. Game time, folks. Starting a little late because the other game didn't finish. This starts at 2:50 a.m. Oh, I don't know. Probably because I can't get the time right, and I was doing it the other day. But it doesn't particularly care. I don't think when exactly it starts. So I probably just wasn't looking. It's very odd to have a game start at noon on the West Coast. I think we only started a few, like maybe one. But anyway, all right. So here it is. The quest for 6 starts now. We got to update our scoreboard because Cooper Flag is not out. He is active and starting. He is, yeah. I saw on Twitter about an hour ago that Cooper Flag will be in the starting lineup and ready to go. By the way, one of the best commercials for all of March Madness, Cooper Flag, the AT&T commercial with Cooper, is definitely a winner. The Geico commercials so far have all sucked. They are terrible. And the Geico marketing department should be absolutely fired for reusing commercials and not coming out with a new one for this March Madness because they are literally using the Squealing Pig for like the 5th time in a row. I feel like we've been watching the Squealing Pig for like years. At least AT&T had like some, whomever they hired for the marketing and the commercial, at least like went out and what bit was original and got Cooper Flag to do a really fun commercial. So like, as much as I hate commercials, they did a good job on that one. Props to the AT&T crew. And big thumbs down to Geico. So there you go. The Squealing Pig is honestly the most annoying commercial that may exist and should be outlawed. So oh no, Orlando, you don't have March Madness? That's trouble, man. We should get going here in about 3 minutes. I believe at 3:09 technically East Coast time in Raleigh. Duke not having the best time in Raleigh, which is kind of interesting. I think we've lost in Raleigh before, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Mount St. Mary coming off a win against the American Eagles. Rather a bizarre mascot. I mean, they're called the Mount, which I guess is a mountain. Yeah, this case, as Nick says, the Squealing Pig was funny for about 5 seconds years ago. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like, it's not new and it's not original. At least, like, the Home Depot ones also come out with, like, they have Shaq again, but, like, they're different, right? They're, like, different. They're different commercials with Shaq, but, like, Geico just didn't do anything original. And you just can't, like, the American Eagles. Okay, technically they're Eagles. There's many American Eagles. Yes. But yeah, I can't reward lack of creativity. So do better, I guess, Geico. I don't know. I use Progressive myself, which has been very good, actually. So that's my preferred go-to. All right, a couple things to note. Keep in mind, here are as we see the lineups for the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. The Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. Dola Adebayo at 6'8", okay, 22 points in the win over American a couple nights ago. That matches a career high for number 4. So number 4, one of the big men there. JD Cordelia, okay, also 6'9". That's really the height on the team. The 6'8" guy and the 6'9" guy, number 4 and number 14, all right, also had 22 points. Number 14, this is, also had 22 points in the other game. 10 of 11 shooting and 7 rebounds, which matches a career high for him as well. 10 of 11 shooting is pretty good. A lot of points in the paint on that one. Dallas Hobbs, 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting. This was a high-scoring game now in the first 4 the other day. Number 8 with 4 triples went 4 of 8, okay, in that particular game. So that's the 3-point threat, number 8. We'll see how we play defense on him. Arlandis Keys, 10 points, 8 rebounds, decent performance there. Number 23, Javon Aaron, 5 assists was the interesting part of that stat line. Okay, he only had 2 points, but I do commend the 5 assists, so that's kind of like the point guard position there. So number 23, main assist man for the Mounts. And they actually had their best offensive output of the season. They shot 58% from the field the other night. However, Duke, of course, leads or is actually 7th in the country in field goal percentage defense at 38.6%. I suspect the 16 seed here will not shoot 58% from the field today against us, as most high-scoring offenses tend to find out. Everybody thinks they score a lot of points until they run headlong into Duke, and then they can't seem to get above 60. So I suspect that's probably going to happen again. This is why I don't particularly fear these games in this bracket, in this particular bracket, against teams like Alabama, who just put up 90 and was pushed by Robert Morris. Oral Roberts, I'm having flashbacks here. But, I just don't see Alabama putting up 90 points against Duke. Anyway, Cooper Flagg looking good here and looking healthy, which is great. So the traditional starting 5, as we've had for the majority of the season with Flagg, Malawach, Proctor, Sion James, and Con Knipple, who is absolute star in the ACC tournament, winning tournament MVP as well. He should have. We've been saying very consistently on this show how good Con has been. It should be no surprise to anybody. I count as a win for this team if they score 60 plus. I sort of agree. Now, we have seen 16 seeds win 2 games. Okay, that has happened. It would be probably a more monumental upset if Duke were to lose this game than either of the UVA and Purdue ones. That's a foul. That's going to be a foul on number 8, Hobbs there, as he hits Cooper Flagg from behind. Flagg looks good. Yeah, this would be a more monumental upset, given that we basically have the National Player of the Year / National Defensive Player of the Year, in addition to just being an amazing team. Can I keep a count on how many pig ads show up? Sure, we can do that's goaltending. Count the bucket for Con Knipple, and the scoring has started here for Duke, as 2 points on the board for the 1 seed in the East region. By the way, shout out to all the folks who joined the Racket Challenge. We got about 8 or 9 of y'all in there, which is going to be a lot of fun. Last time I checked, at least last night, I was winning. There's a quick turnover. Knipple tries to get it up ahead, and we're going to send this to the Blue Devils. So a quick turnover from Mount St. Mary's, and here we go. I'm just muting the ads at this point. Cooper Flagg is 100% in his own words, he has 100% mobility. And it's completely ready to go. There should be no limitations here. So last night, I have to admit. So I literally prayed for the health and safety of all the players on this team, because that's basically the only thing standing between us and a national title. So I suspect that no injuries, please God. That has come on Malawach there. It looks like Flagg has got the alley-oops going early for Man. Where is Mount St. Mary's located anyway? Hold on. I knew this. However, I have forgotten it. We will, we'll check that out. Somebody in chat will surely figure that one out before I get to it. Although they are using a bizarre shade of blue, as Proctor hits 3 from the outside. Duke has yet to miss. This shade of blue reminds me a lot of North Carolina. So it's ugly and pretty terrible, actually. And there's another steal. A telegraph pass to Proctor. Proctor's going to give it up to Flagg. Flagg going to get fouled. And 1! As Flagg is right back to it. This kid doesn't miss a beat. Maryland. Okay, they're from Maryland. There you go. They're from Maryland, and they're wearing Carolina blue. I mean, I don't really like you. It's just a very odd color to come out against Duke, because, Duke sees Carolina blue, and they're like, well, we're actually going to probably play pretty well. So, I mean, we beat them 3 times this week, actually. Oddly enough, okay, so, folks, who picked Louisville and Clemson to advance? Any other folks out there picking the ACC teams? Because at this rate, Duke and Carolina are going to be the only 2 teams left by the end of today. And Carolina might even not even be part of that conversation. as if Ole Miss gets them. It's like Orlando had Clemson in there. I saw people picking Clemson to the Final Four. I was like, yo, I was like, that is hilarious. I don't know why anybody would do that, but apparently some people were really sold on Clemson. I mean, in order for Clemson to go to the Final Four, they would have had to beat Houston. Houston looked great, man. They just came in there and did their business, and that was all business right there. As Duke comes up with this rebound, a missed three by the Mountaineers. Clark Kellogg, that's right. I was like, what's one of those four? It's like, here's Knipple for three from the outside. Might be the first miss for Duke. It is. Rebound by number 45, Lipscomb. Xavier Lipscomb for the Mountaineers. And now going to reset and fire here on the outside. The three's no good. An offensive rebound, actually, by Cordelia. And we did talk about how they rebounded well the other day against American. And here the turnaround jump shot by Adebayo misses everything, and Duke comes down with a soft rebound. Kenny Smith had Louisville winning. Oh my God. Well, Kenny Smith, he's a Carolina guy, not the smartest out there. Yeah, not the smartest out there. So you expect him to make some misguided picks, I guess. Proctor lining up another three-pointer. Yes. Very encouraging, actually, that Proctor has gotten the three to go early here. It looks like the ball is the one we want. A lot was made out of the balls used in the ACC tournament as one of the excuses, I suppose, or possible culprits for the poor shooting performance from three for Duke. It looks like the Spalding ball, I think it is here in the in-state. That's a foul. That should be a... Oh, no. Okay, Proctor got away with it. I thought he got him on the arm. 16:30 left here in the first half. Can Duke play UNC in the championship? That is the only way in which Duke can play UNC. UNC is stuck out in the Florida bracket, I think. So it's out west, technically. I think it is, yeah. Currently on March Madness bracket, YouTube 21,000 are still perfect. Wow, there you go. If you want to see shots go into, not use the Spalding ball. So I think that was the Spalding one was being used in the tournament, and that's why the shots were not falling. Gungba in early, actually. He had a great tournament, honestly. I think his contributions have been good. Flag thought about three. Now he's going to pass it down to Gungba. Oh, right on. Oh, he missed the layup. Oh, God, come on. That was so easy. That was about to be an assist for Coop. Three is short there for Mount St. Mary's, and we have an out of bounds. Going back to the Mountaineers. UNC won't get past Michigan State. Truth, actually. I have Michigan State going deep. We've been very consistent there. Is Flag actually going to go to the bench for an early breather? Usually, he does not go to the bench until the 12:30 mark. So this is an early substitution, actually, as Sion James also gets subbed out. So Gillis and Isaiah Evans in. So looks like Shire playing a little looser with the rotations here in this first game than what we're accustomed to, which honestly I don't particularly mind. Get as many people in on this this particular 116 matchup and get everybody minutes, get everybody into rhythm. As we have Proctor bringing it up the floor as Mount St. Mary's has missed another shot. Here's a wide open three for Knipple. It doesn't actually go though. Yeah, usually that's automatic. As Knipple has missed that one. So we have still one perfect bracket there. Lipscomb for two, so Mount St. Mary's breaks the little scoring drought they'd have. Timothy, welcome in. Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, that's wide open down there. Gillis, that should be a foul. Yes. Great spot there by Gillis. Great find by Knipple, actually, and a foul on Cordelia. That'll be the third team foul against the Mountaineers. And Duke is out and running. A little bit of a scoring drought for the last 90 seconds, but otherwise we seem to be doing okay here in the early going. Interestingly, we will actually get the UNC game will start around our halftime is more or less what is kind of, so we'll keep one eye on the UNC game at halftime. We'll probably swap over and and see that one there. The CBS March Madness. And that'll be our halftime entertainment. Trying to get the official stats here. Oh, here we go. Stats populating. Box score. Thank you. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome in. And you name in chat. Welcome in. Carolina will be lucky to get past today. I think that's what most of us have been saying. I have Carolina getting bounced by Ole Miss today. Go Land Sharks, by the way. Although, one other thing, I guess a programming note, the Sunday game will be against Baylor, so we already know who our opponent is going to be. That's a rather interesting one, I think, from my perspective. Shane, welcome in with a Let's Go Duke. He's at work, but here. Honestly, I love to see it. Cat fan picked UNC. So I would have preferred Mississippi State, actually. I think the Baylor game, I don't love the rebounding matchup of the Baylor game, to be fair. And there's two other things. One is Timothy has it, our former graduate Jeremy Roach. I don't love the fact that we have to play against Jeremy Roach, although I do think it'll be a nightmare of a game for him, honestly. Yeah, it's just going to be bad. Between our guard, between Proctor playing him, and then if we had Malik Brown, that would be another story. But I just don't think it'll be a great game for Roach, and I kind of hate to see it. But the other one is Norchad Omier. Happy Friday and March Madness to you too. Let's get into it, by the way. I really don't like the Norchad Omier piece because he killed us when he was at Miami. Consistently killed us when he was in Miami with under Larrañaga. And it's just from a points perspective and a rebounding perspective, I hate it. I just hate that matchup. I think it's going to put a lot of pressure. It would be great to see how our guys match up, but without Malik Brown, that one gets a little tough. I don't know if Malawach has the body to go body to body with Omier. I do think Gungba has a better physique to be able to go toe to toe with Omier. So I think that would be an interesting. I think that's what the interesting matchup there, and why Patrick Gungba's development has been so important through the ACC tournament, and why he gets minutes today. So I sort of wonder if John is planning ahead a little bit to see, to get guys into rotation, to get guys in rhythm, to get the minutes here in the NCAA tournament, so we can sort of be ready for Baylor. Yeah. Yeah, Cat fan, the Arizona game in the Sweet 16, I also don't like I don't like that from the standpoint of the old adage of it's really hard to beat the same team twice. It's hard to beat the same team twice. Now, granted, if you think about UNC, it's well, we beat them three. Not only did we beat them twice, we beat them 3 times. So it's not out of the realm of reality that you can certainly beat them. I mean, we also beat Louisville twice this year, right? So, and the one for Arizona, we beat them there. We beat them in their house, and I think our team is just better than it was at that time of the season. We have a kickball here. And Caleb Foster in the game too, so early minutes for Caleb Foster. Yeah, everyone is playing today, Timothy. Oh, no, sorry. Everyone except Malik Brown is playing today. I actually don't think that Malik Brown is even going to play ever in the NCAA tournament, although I was hearing reports that he was out and at practice and watching the guys warm up, but he was in street clothes, right? So he's not suited up or anything. Gillis down with a rebound here, as we definitely have the second lineup on the floor for the time being, and our starters are getting a good bit of rest here. We're playing UNC concrete version. We're playing UNC light at the moment. Yeah, Caleb Foster for 3. Look at that shot from the left wing. Nicely done. Caleb Foster, boy, if Caleb Foster can find the range and get into a rhythm in the NCAA tournament, man, that would be a whole different story. My goodness, what a boon that would be. And this is Hobbs just being dogged. A great pass down below. Cordelia gets that 2 to go. That's 6 points here. Is Duke 18-6 with 13:56 left in the half. Here's Evans, who hasn't gotten a shot off, and as I say that, he hoists it from NBA range and comes up long, actually. And hit her on back to Lipscomb there, and now we have Patrick Hay in there. Hi. Oh, nice baseline drive, but it might result in a turnover. Actually, it'll be a shot. No, it'll be number 10 again. Hay for 2. Rebound, Blue Devils here. Rebound, Caleb Foster after the deflection by Gongba. So the second unit getting a lot of minutes, doing some good work here. I don't see any of our primary starters waiting to get off at the scorer's table, waiting to get in. Nope. Looks like we'll be keep going here. I don't want to play UNC again. Boy, we had to play UNC a 4th time for the national title. It's kind of funny. UNC in the 3 games, in the first game, UNC scored 69. Then in the second one, they scored 70. And then they scored 71. So they're like getting better every time they play us by a single point. And all right, the starters are back in. Foster is still in, as is Gillis, though. But you got the 3. You got Flag. James. And, actually, Gongba's still in there. Nice, Mason Gillis. Mason Gillis, I loved Mason Gillis's defending in the ACC tournament, especially late, as Man is going to check in here in a second at the next whistle for Gongba. Good minutes for him so far. No, Flag is back. He's we could probably take him out at halftime if we really wanted to, but you gotta get Flag his points so he can get NCAA tournament MVP when all is said and done after 6 games. You gotta give him his stats of 20 points in the tournament. What a beautiful cut! Oh my goodness! Gongba returns the favor! My goodness, Cooper Flag with the throwdown. 3-point shot on the way by Keys. Ooh, Keys. All right. Get that 3 to go. James driving, just bodying people right there. Too strong in the little turnaround. If the Duke, where would they leave the tournament? Oh, when the Duke women. Apparently the Duke women's bracket is really tough. That region is kind of brutal. I'd love to see them make at least a Sweet 16 or Elite 8 run. I mean, they're good. Oh my goodness, we're about to get a foul here in number 2, Keys. What a mismatch on Cooper Flag. The leaner by Gongba. Charge? Blocking foul. They should count it then. Yeah, count it. And the bucket. Gongba with the and 1. Nice stuff here. Oh, what a beautiful... This, I mean, that is the... Hold on. This is just... This little piece of action right here between these guys. Oh my God, what happened to it? Where is it? Oh jeez. What the hell? All right, this little cut here. I mean, this is just beautiful basketball. Look at up, cut. Oh my God, this is wonderful. This is beautiful. This just brings a little tear to my eye. I mean, it's just wonderful. That little 2-man game between those two. And it's great. I mean, like I said, Gongba returned the favor. Flag gave him the assist earlier, and then right back to him. Great. Just the motion without the ball. Cooper Flag is 100%, ladies and gentlemen. There's no... Cooper Flag is 100% here. Oh, I realized my scoreboard wasn't updating. Well, now we're updated. There we go. Let's see. Hobbs with a personal foul. Cordelia's got 1, and Dredd. Malcolm Dredd, number 5. What a great name. Xavier Lipscomb. So that's 4. And we have no fouls on Duke. I remember the Vermont game last year. It was not like this. Well, to be fair, the Vermont game was not a 1 versus 16. And I don't know. We haven't really had a 1 versus 16 in a while. I feel like where we've been able to not really worry about the first game. I mean, even actually Auburn had sort of an interesting game yesterday as their I think the other one seed Florida is just going to roll today probably too. But yeah, Auburn, I mean, had an interesting one. I was talking with an Auburn fan during the game. He was a little nervous there at halftime, but basically it's kind of the old adage where you have these teams that can kind of like hang around. They can play you really tough for like 20 minutes, but they can't play you for the full 40. And you just kind of wear them down. Like, you know, these too many fouls, too much physicality at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, not enough firepower, honestly. I mean, that's why Robert Morris just couldn't pull the upset off Alabama. I mean, they were going back and defense sort of optional, right? They were sort of just going back and forth between each other. But Robert Morris was missing too many of his 3-point shots. Which is just unfortunate. Like, it was unfortunate there down the stretch because, like, in reality, it was a 1-point game, and Robert Morris had the lead by 1 point, actually. But then, like, Alabama goes on a big run with Marcus Sears, which you kind of expect. And then Robert Morris just can't hit enough shots. To be honest, the team with Zion I thought was overrated. This is more cohesive and unselfish. Yeah, so Timothy, it's an interesting comment. I was having a conversation with a Duke friend yesterday. Graduated with me back in 2012, and I told her, I was like, "Look, this is the best team that Duke has had in a decade. If it's not this team, I don't know which one it's going to be. And this is by far better than this is better than the Zion team." And she agreed. And also from the standpoint of this team is much better defensively than that team was. Like, that team had some like offensive stars, obviously, between Zion Williamson, RJ Barrett, Barrett, and then so about to say Davis, and then Reddish, right? Which have all had success in the league. Oh, what a block by Flag there! But their defense wasn't great. This team's defense is great. Here's Foster for a second 3-point shot. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to go. And not quite. So there we go. On this side, we got a 3-pointer on the way for Keys. Ooh, Keys, that's his second 3-pointer. He's got 2 of them. All right, I see you, number 2 there for Mount St. Mary's. I see you. No, okay, all right. Little give and go between Proctor and Flag. Flag with the body. Just taking on 2 of the Mountaineers at once. He gets another to go. He's 3 of 3. 26-12, 10-18 left in the first half. Here's, no, that's not Lipscomb. That's Cordelia again. He tries to get it back to Keys. Keys over now to Lipscomb. So I had that one right. And now Lipscomb guarded by Flag. No, actually, that's a giveaway. Sorry, that was Adebayo who just gave it away, and then give and go action here. Proctor, Flag to Proctor, back to Flag. And we have a timeout. Yeah, this team has one dude at 6'8", one dude at 6'9", and that's it. Yeah. Oh, goodness. We haven't had a 2 versus 15 since 2022, and that's the closest we've gotten to a 1 versus 16 now until the last time Duke played the 16 seed in 2019. So new killer with the stats. So I had sort of instinctively, like, my memories had intuited that was, it's been a while since we've had the 1 versus 16, and I was right. 19 would be the year before the COVID shutdown there. St. John's Omaha was like that close first half, and Omaha absolutely collapsed. I saw that too. I think it was about a 4-point game at halftime or so, and then just St. John's, that was Red Storm, just took over. I mean, I think the St. John's Florida Elite Eight matchup could be quite a game. I really look forward to that one. I thought one of the best games yesterday was actually the Calipari Self matchup. I had suspected that game was going to be really high quality. It was, actually. It was very interesting. That was a back and forth game. Super close. I did pick Arkansas in that particular one, despite how much I hate Calipari and how much of a sleazebag he is. I feel pretty bad for Bill Self, honestly. Him pulling out the zone in that particular game was a masterclass in coaching. And yeah, I kind of just like Bill Self, but like, anyway, Rick Pitino is going to do us all a favor and send Calipari packing, I think is the way. I think the Hunter Dickinson memes, however, are hilarious. All well in bounds, by the way. I do not understand. I actually think our loss to Kansas has been a complete travesty. We should not have lost that game, especially like it's essentially we lost to a 7 seed. Kansas completely washed. That's very unfortunate for us to actually lose that game. Yeah. Herbert says that UNC tops Florida. No. The UNC thing, man. It's like everybody's like riding high on UNC and they're just going to hit a brick wall. It's just not going to happen to. I just don't think they just don't have the depth, honestly. Like they don't have the depth. They have like their starters and then like that's kind of it. I don't know. Get Powell off the bench or something like. 28-12 here, Duke early. In 2015 was the only other 1 seed since 2019, and now, yeah, well, 2015 ended very well for us there. So that was But watching Clemson yesterday, how did that team beat us? Yeah, exactly. Although, I mean, Clemson made a furious rally there at the end, which was kind of more like, the ending was more kind of like what you expected from Clemson, right? It was just like, the rest of the game was like super out of character, but like the last 4 minutes, you were like, oh, okay. Like, I see that. That's a Clemson team I kind of see. All right. Keys has now hit a third three-pointer. It's 28-15. So that is, he's got it going there. That's 9 points for him. As Proctor gives it to Malawach. Malawach going to square up for 3. Oh! Man for the outside. Yes! 5 points for Kaman. I actually saw on the Duke Twitter yesterday, the Duke men's basketball Twitter, they were filming all the guys shooting threes. Malawach was featured. They're like, the big man is shooting threes from the outside. I mean, the practice paid off. He's got one right there. Tell you what, Malawach increasing the draft stock right there with the making the 3-pointers. That is quite something. Oh, just get it to Malawach. There you go, James. Malawach up top. Sion James with the assist. Malawach with another one. He's got the last 5 for Duke. Now, this is about to get out of hand for St. Mary's. They're, hitting that 3 there from Keys was pretty good. And Cordelia, gonna get fouled. I think Malawach got a little too close there. A little bit of encroachment. Looks like Colorado State beating Memphis at the moment, 56-50 rather. I did pick Colorado State. That was my other 5-12 upset. I did pick McNeese, to be fair. I got McNeese right, so I did not get Louisville right, although apparently the Blue Jay is the more aggressive bird. Between a Blue Jay and a Cardinal, the Blue Jay apparently is more aggressive. And so if you were going with the proper selection from the animal kingdom, you would have picked Blue Jay. And unfortunately, I did not. I figured they would be in Lexington, which was close enough, at least within Kentucky, where they would have had some sort of court advantage. And Malawach is going to get another one up top from Flag. And, yeah, I guess playing at the home of their rival kind of gave them the reverse bad juju there. So that didn't work out. I should have just gone with the more aggressive bird. Yeah, I got Drake too. It's like people really high on Drake coming in. These mid-major programs kind can definitely surprise people. That's for sure. And also because it was Missouri, and it's like, come on, man. You're going to put 14 teams from the SEC in the tournament? Like, this is bottom of the barrel stuff here. Like, and it's been proven in a way by that Drake win, right? It's like, as Isaiah Evans hoists 3, now he's short, actually. Like, the bottom of the SEC is not better than some of these mid-major teams. Like, it just isn't, right? Like, Georgia, garbage, man. Gonzaga blew them out. That was an obvious one, though. Like, so much more quality than Georgia from a player standpoint and from a coaching standpoint, even though I think Gonzaga is a bit of a fraud. At least they used to be, in the sense that, like, they would always get a 1 seed out west, and then, like, they would just flop. But Proctor's got another one. He's found the range. 9 points for Tyrese. The toughest animal matchup to decide is Georgia versus Gonzaga. How do you decide? Yeah, one dog puts the other in the doghouse. 4 teams gone from the greatest conference in history. It's not. I mean, this was my point. And I think I was, like, talking about this in, like, during the ACC tournament. I was like, look, like, once you, like, go into conference play with people being ranked, okay, you're in a bubble, essentially, because, like, one ranked team is going to beat the other ranked team and then lose to that ranked team, which is going to beat that ranked team, which is then going to lose to that one, which is going to beat that one and then beat that one. So at the end of the day, all these ranked teams are just beating each other and nobody's actually moving. They're all just, like, switching places with one another, okay? And so, like, you create this illusion that everybody is, like, really good because they're all ranked all the time, because they're just all beating ranked teams and losing to ranked teams all the time because they're all just winning and losing to each other. So, like, it doesn't actually mean anything. And, like, it doesn't translate. The thing is, like, it wouldn't translate into, like, success in the NCAA tournament. And you're having mid-major teams that are beating the bottom of the barrel SEC, because that's the reality of it. I mean, these SEC teams that are middle to bottom of the conference that don't even have a winning record in conference, by the way, okay? Not a winning record in your conference, are getting beat. Duh. Hello, right? Like, okay. They're in because they're surviving on these inflated metrics. Like, oh, this team beat Florida. They got the 1 win against Alabama. They're all just quad 1 wins because they're just beating each other. It doesn't mean anything. So yeah, on some level, I hope there's no SEC teams in the Final Four. I really do. I think it'd be hilarious. You get Duke, Houston, Michigan State, and then, I don't know, somebody comes out of the West there, whomever's in that left in the bottom left corner. Uh-oh, we reconnected. Are we back? Hello? Oh, sorry, yes, St. John's, there you go, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so if the Final Four is, like, Michigan State, St. John's, Duke, and, like, Houston, beautiful. That'd be great. Yeah, St. John's out of the West. Great. And then, like, the whole SEC, like, falls apart. I would, you know what? It'd be a great Final Four. I'd have no issues with it. Hopefully not UConn. Oh, dear God. No, that'd be bad. Lipscomb's got 2. He's got 2. Cordelia. There we go. All right. St. John's has finally fixed their shooting. I mean, it's a dangerous team. And Rick Pitino is an experienced coach. He's gone deep, right? Like, he knows how to coach in March. Look, March comes down to a few things, folks. 1, point guard play. Yeah, point guard play is a big one. 2, coaching. And then the rest follows. It's a make by Lipscomb here. What an interesting free throw motion here by this kid. But hey, it works. You got them both. If it works, don't fix it. So Duke by 18 here, as we've been having a spirited conversation on the side. Well, yeah, so the Arkansas one could go because of Calipari. That's a coaching thing. Knipple for 3. Yeah, Con! That's his first three-pointer, 1 and 2. Con's getting it going. So Con's got it going, Proctor's got it going. Caleb Foster has hit a 3, Isaiah Evans is over 2. Isaiah needs to fix it. I think Isaiah Evans has to have at least one big game this tournament. At least one. His ACC tournament was not good, okay? But Evans has to have at least one good game here as Cordelia gets 2 with a turnaround J. Be very unfortunate if Isaiah Evans just didn't perform in the NCAA tournament in any of the games. But yeah, I want to see at least one 4 to 5 3-point game from Isaiah Evans. As Proctor is working against the shot clock here. Gungbo rolling to the rim. Proctor's going to put up a mid-range jumper. Gillis with the offensive rebound, and now the reset outside. Proctor has got it from 3. 44-22, and we doubled them up. For how bad the ACC is, 3, we did go pretty far into the tournament last year. Almost every team. Yeah, so the ACC generally overperforms. And this year, Louisville and Clemson just completely fell apart. And just completely fell apart. Like I said, it's going to be down to Duke and Carolina basically to carry the ACC banner for the rest of the tournament. And it might just be Duke at some point. Deep inbounds here for Mount St. Mary's as Duke was called for a foul there. Duke shooting 17 of 25. That is ridiculous. It's almost 68%. Oh my goodness. James gonna go for 3. No, actually he brings it back down as the shot fake was effective there for a second there. Gungba back to James. No, actually going to go to Gillis. Gillis going to go for 3. Going to ruin our shooting percentage by missing, actually. And then... Oh, my goodness. That was an interesting elbow thrown there by Adebayo. No call. And we have a foul. We have a foul on Caleb Foster, actually. And that'll be a 4:07 mark here. I don't know. That elbow was... That elbow was a little questionable, honestly. It was 5 ACC teams last year, and this year it's barely 4 though. It's 4 with a play-in. 4 with an asterisk here, where we're all wondering, did this team actually get in? I mean, to be fair, by the end of the night against San Diego State, I think we were all asking, what did San Diego State do to deserve to be in the tournament? Carolina had completely flipped the conversation around. However, there's always 2 things at work here. It's one is can Carolina win a game in the tournament? Yes, absolutely. A lot of teams can win a game in the tournament. In fact, 32 teams end up winning a game in the tournament. But whether you deserve to be in the tournament to begin with is a separate story, right? That's a separate question. The 2 questions are not mutually exclusive to one another, and they both don't need to be satisfied the same way. So, can you win a game in the tournament? Yes, a lot of teams can win a game in the tournament. Do all those teams specifically deserve to be in the tournament? No. All right. So Bruno Machado, welcome in. Good afternoon. Cat Fan says they went with Vandy. I definitely went with St. Mary's. I definitely picked the Gales for that one. So I was picking both of the was it West Coast Conference WCC teams to advance. Yeah, I think St. Mary's has generally had pretty good performance in the tournament, especially early. Have you seen KG and Paul Pierce talking about Cooper? I have not, actually. With you, KG and Paul Pierce want Cooper to be a Celtic. Go with Tatum. Yeah, that game is tied. It's early. It's early in that game, though. Let's see. Let's keep tabs of the foul situations. Actually, Malawach has 2 fouls. That was the foul that I was missing here. And right now, Proctor leading the way with 12 points. That would lead all scorers at the moment. On the bench, though, Flag with 9, Malawach with 9. Proctor also has 5 assists so far in this game. So 12 points, 5 assists on 4 of 5 shooting, and has not missed from 3. 4 of 4. Pretty incredible stuff from Tyrese Proctor. Really, as the elder statesman, so to speak, one who has experience in the NCAA tournament, really setting the tone here for the rest of the squad, which is great to see. Proctor really taking that leadership role. Sion James, I believe, has played in the NCAA tournament for Tulane, but doesn't have experience really going deep in the tournament. So Proctor really is the guy. Oh, Gillis does too with Purdue, obviously, but so Gillis and Proctor be the ones there. That should feel right at home. And Gillis has hit he's got 4 points, but hasn't hit a 3. Xavier could honestly upset Xavier could. Played a very, very close, very tight game against Texas the other night. There you see Duke with the 13 assists and 0 turnovers. A clean game so far from our guys. 13 assists on 17 makes. That percentage is really, really great to see on James at the free throw line here. So we got a bunch of games happening in Seattle, too. It's just a couple blocks from my place down here in downtown. It's like Colorado State getting some separation from Memphis, now up 8 after the under 8 timeout. And then Vandy and St. Mary's, 11 minutes to go there. Game all tied up at 11 as James hit both. Yeah, that's an interesting one, Cat Fan. Those are his first 2 points there for James. I feel like some of our representation or our judgment of Illinois might be a little skewed based on the demolition that we did of them at the Garden. Because they then turned around and had a pretty good end to the Big Ten season. So I don't really know what to make of them, honestly. It could be sort of hit or miss. I didn't have them going very far, but I think I did have them at least winning their first game. Isaiah Evans playing decent defense on Keys. That's the first miss. It's actually an air ball by Keys. Interesting 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils right now between Proctor, Gungba, Evans, Flag, and Foster. Now to Flag here. He's going to be the screen from Gungba. Flag is short on the 3. Rebound to the Mountaineers. And the Mountaineers kind of just run into each other there for a second. Keys going around. And a bit of around the world action there. Interesting pass here. 14 seconds on the shot clock as Hobbs has to be on the 3-point line. Good defense by Proctor, who's just been doing it all. Hobbs will get it the friendly roll as Flag couldn't get the block off there. Duke by 22 at the moment. The line on this game was 32.5 last I checked. Foster finds Evans in the corner. Evans gives up the 3, interestingly enough, and gets a pull-up too. Isaiah Evans' first points are a 2-point mid-range shot. That is not something that we all see all the time. Very interesting there. And The pick and roll action, not very well defended by Duke, but can't finish the play as Cordelia there as the Mountaineers come up empty. Flag driving on Lipscomb. And now it's going to go to Foster. Foster with the body control. Foster with an and one. Wow, what a beautiful give to Foster. I would give Flag an assist for that. That's going to be a foul on Keys. Looks like Kayla Foster's got 5. I wanted to focus on getting ready for the draft. Something about securing the bag ASAP. I mean, Cooper Flag has been in 3 commercials so far, and we've only through the first weekend. He's got an AT&T commercial. He's got a New Balance commercial, which he had that contract actually before he came to Duke. Although he didn't do any commercials in season, which is good because he should have been focused on playing basketball. And then he's got the Gatorade commercial. So yeah, Cooper Flag's already got 3. I think he's good. He should just focus on winning a national championship right now, please. So we've got a foul. We got an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Cordelia here. As Duke is over the half-century mark with 1:55 left in the first half. I don't think Ole Miss is great either. That's why I picked UNC. UNC to lose against Iowa State, which is really good. Yeah, I mean, it's a 6-11 matchup. I mean, I guess technically, in theory, it could go either way. Like, it's not exactly an 8-9 toss-up, but, like, it could go either way. Gungbo loses his footing, and Mount St. Mary's connects there on the turnover. The first turnover by the Blue Devils on the little mishap, which is all right. Duke is up almost double anyway here. So we're up 51-26. Proctor going to drive in. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Get him up. Get him up. He's fine. He's fine, Grant. Exactly who they charged the foul to. Lipscomb there. That's his second. Proctor makes the first 13 points. If we score 50 in the second half, we'd have 100, which would make us the highest scoring 1 seed. I think we have to think, like, yeah, we could certainly get there. I think we're going to see some Darren Harris today. I think we're going to see some Spencer Hubbard today. My guess is we can see some Begovic, some Sheffield. I literally think everybody is going to get to play today. Everybody gets to play today. Which is totally fine. Last minute and 7 seconds to go here in the first. Evans going to take the 3-pointer. Still can't hit it. 0 for 3 for Isaiah Evans from the outside. Little concerning. We'll see how that develops in the second half. And here we go. That was Irvin. Couldn't hit it. Cordelia with the rebound. Gets it outside. No? We got a foul? We got a foul. So nostalgic, man. I watched the Lakers ring. The Lakers ring. Oh my goodness. That was like during COVID. Oh my god, what a throwdown. All right, Cordelia. He's giving a little head action on the head. I don't know about that. Timeout, John Shire. Foul on Sion. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is an and one. No, it's just all right, you can let him have his little celebration there, but at this point, you're like, look at the scoreboard, man. You're doing a throwdown celebration. It's 52-28. Can we even play Wisconsin? Isn't Wisconsin on our side of the bracket? Aren't they in our bracket? I thought they were the 3. No? They're the 3, aren't they? Who's our 3? I thought it was Wisconsin. No? I don't even... Yeah. Well, we'll look at it in a second. $25 here. Well played, well defended by Cooper Flagg. We've got the last shot. So, I want a good final shot of the half. Please. I want a good final shot of the half here, boys. Come on. Flagg gonna drive in. Flagg gonna get to the rim. Oh, the tip in by Gungba at the buzzer. I don't know how the Flagg shot didn't go down, honestly. 54-28. Oof, Flagg just missed it there. Gungba with a little putback. Nice. Love the great dynamic between Gungba and Flagg, honestly. It's been great. I wish Duke would have won it in 2022 so there wouldn't be as much pressure on John. That's like, what, John's first season? Cooper Flagg with a little Tracy Wolfson interview. He is totally fine. No issues there. ESPN Australia is giving us red zone style coverage rather than full games. Just cut away from this to the 12-5 Memphis upset alert. Okay, so let's look at the picks and then we can get to the tournament challenge. Also, it looks like Reese's is repeating commercials. That is not a winning play, by the way. No good for Reese's. There we go. Here we go. How are my picks doing here? Not bad, I don't think. Okay, I'm in the top 95.5%. I'm doing decent. All right, I'm doing decent. Oh, I did have Baylor. Oh, I did actually end up picking Baylor at the end of this. I thought I put Mississippi State because I was like, I just want to avoid the Baylor matchup. My favorite Flagg commercial is the AT&T one, for sure. Okay, I got the bird wrong. These two, right? Wow, okay. Totally forgot that. Wisconsin. Yeah, they are in our bracket. I was right. I was like, there are 3. Like, I'm pretty sure there are 3. If Shire doesn't win this year, we don't know how long it's going to take for him to win one. I mean, that's the worry, right? That's what I keep saying. It's like, this is it. Like, this team is the one. So I don't know. Like, it just has to happen. So, what else did I screw? Oh, I screwed up the Purdue one. Yeah, I really reached here. I went for this, like, double-digit seed, like, game, and I got burned. High Point burned me. High Point burned me. But yeah, look at this Drake one down here, Texas Tech. Yes. The Seagulls over here, yeah. Arkansas, St. John, right? I got St. John's over Arkansas here, so I think Calipari is going to run out of steam here in a second. Oh, wow, I did pick UCLA. No, I picked Utah State. Oh, that was my mistake. Yeah. I really didn't think, like, this whole UCLA thing with, like, Mick Cronin, I was like, screw them. Get him out. I didn't like it. So it's not bad though. Not bad. I've missed a few, but not bad. I haven't lost a Final Four team yet. No Clemson fiasco or anything. Who's the biggest threat to us? Florida, honestly. Yeah, New Killer, I agree. This game down here is going to be really good. It's tomorrow at 11. This is 11:40 for me. So what? That's a 2:40 game. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Agreed. Pitino Calipari. That's probably my game to look forward to for tomorrow. UCLA, Tennessee, probably not going to be bad either, but Tennessee should take that one pretty good. This Drake, Texas Tech, I think is going to be a lot of fun. Another it's an opportunity to put a double-digit seed here into the Sweet 16. Texas Tech had a little bit of a tough go of it with UNC Wilmington, but was just better in the end. I think this one's going to be great too. This McNeese, Purdue, Houston, Gonzaga, fantastic. This game's going to be great. Like, what a treat. Although actually Houston might run away with it, but State, UConn. BYU, Wisconsin, I don't know. It's not that interesting. Michigan, A&M might be interesting. Auburn, Creighton, I think. So Creighton's is such an interesting one, man. Creighton was shooting so well yesterday. I do kind of wonder if Creighton is able to shoot as well as it did, if it really pushed Auburn. But yeah, I'm not really afraid of any team, honestly. I mean, like I said, this is the team, so you better believe that this is the team that's going to go deep, because if not, then I don't know which one is. So if the Tar Heels beat the rebellious Mississippi, they'll play the furious Cyclones. Where is that? Oh, they're over here. My pick is Ole Miss here. Oh, they're underway. All right, let's switch over to that game. So they are underway. All right, let's go here. Where are we going? UNC. Actually, I'll go to the March. Ole Miss Carolina. Here we go. We get a little bit of a treat here during our halftime. We get Ole Miss Carolina. They are underway. I'm going to refill some water here in a second. Okay. So I have to admit, I don't actually know the Ole Miss players, okay? I do know all the Carolina players at this point. After 3 games and 4 years of RJ Davis, I feel like, at this point, we can make this work. As we get Powell here driving. It looks like Ole Miss is up 2-0, and who was that? Withers there from the corner, missing the 3. All right. This is too funny, man. Love they're being sent to Milwaukee. It's like such a random, like in the middle of nowhere. Oh, goodness. Oh, where did I pick the Colorado Memphis? Please tell me I got Colorado, man. Please tell me I picked Colorado. Where is this? Pick CSU. Yes. All right, that one's looking good. All right, sweet. My bracket's looking pretty good, actually. I'm feeling good about this. Jamin Brakefield is at Ole Miss. That's true, yeah. And Sean Padula also at Ole Miss, by the way. Former Virginia Tech player. I think the only way for Florida to upset us is if they play a perfect game with Clayton Jr. having the game of his life. Yeah, I mean, it could be. My thing about Florida is that I feel like they just match up really well with their 2 bigs. Duke sort of being like the biggest team in NCAA. But like the Florida bigs are kind of lethal. So I think that's a really great matchup. I also think their guards are pretty strong. But yeah, their defense might not be there. That I keep coming back to like the fact that all these teams that feel like they have like these really high scoring offenses like run into Duke and then they run into a wall because like they just can't, like the Duke defense is on another level. So as long as Duke plays, like as long as the Duke defense is there, we have a shot to beat anyone, or we should beat anybody. And we've been able to win low scoring games. We've been able to win high scoring games. We've been able to win games where we've been behind. So this team has really shown that they can do everything this season. So it's been a while since Ole Miss has been in the tournament. Best of luck to them. Yeah. So I remember last time they were in the it might not be exactly the last time, but they were doing the whole land shark thing, right? There was that crazy dude, and I can't remember his name now, but they had some crazy white kid there that was just doing the land shark thing all the time. That was like the Ole Miss thing. This was probably back when I was an undergrad, I think. As Carolina is now down 8-2, actually. And they just, Cadeau throws it into the front row. Anybody remember that Ole Miss guy? What his name was? It was like this bad boy sort of vibe. I don't think he ever played in the NBA or anything, but it was entertaining. Let's put it that way. My dad is a Florida fan and my aunt is an Auburn fan. Crazy stuff. Looks like the Ole Miss Rebels are out to a bit of a run here, and it's an early timeout. Jamin Brakefield sees Carolina blue and says, I'm going to hit a 3. Oh, my goodness. Once a Blue Devil, always a Blue Devil, man. You see Carolina blue, and you're just like, you'd light it up. 11-2. Skylark has a whole family of Carolina fans. So there is this fast break channel. I don't know exactly. My guess is that's the red zone that Derek was talking about. That they just kind of whip around the games for you. Crying. Wow, they're having a total special on the crying Piccolo girl from Villanova. That's kind of hilarious. 10 years ago, 2015. Whoever had Memphis winning doesn't know ball. So that was an interesting one, Skylark. They apparently I had heard. So I didn't research that one too much, but I had heard that Memphis had been overseeded actually. So I'm sort of interested to know from your standpoint why, some more in depth on that. Maybe they'll have a special of the crying UNC girl. The score is 54-28 at halftime. I thought Charles Barkley was about to rip into this kid. He was actually very gentle. Yeah, it is, not close at the moment. Although Ole Miss is out to an 11-2 lead here against Carolina in the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds of that particular game as we come out of the timeout. And that Hubert Davis had to call. And Carolina trying to get anything going at the moment. Just been marred in turnovers. I just think it's also funny. Cadeau with his silly little hotel commercial. Oh, yeah. Powell going to give this to Withers. Oh, to Lubin down low. All right, they got finally some. They got a 2. They finally got it going here. Looks like Colorado State will advance that final 78-70. It was the wrong year to go with the ACC unless your name is Duke. Oh, another 3 by Ole Miss. 14 to... Look, I hope this is a blowout, man. I just cannot, like... Oh, my goodness. If Carolina just gets run out of the gym, what a great day that would be. Huh. What a great day. I haven't been studying Memphis throughout the season, but I know is that they have no type of rebounding. They also have too many guards that chuck up shots. Oh, yeah, so what was it? The Memphis's best player is 0 for 15 from 3, was like the stat that one of my friends sent me. So there you go. They technically play a 7-second offense unless they're looking to drive. 7-second offense. Interesting. So what, that means that basically, like, after you get it over half court, you have 7 seconds to put up a shot, or that, like, that's it? Seems rather odd. Seems like you could, that's like, you know, all gas, no brakes, like, balls to the wall kind of like thing. I is a perfect giveaway. Timeout in the Ole Miss Carolina game is the media timeout there. Probably ready to come out of halftime here in a second. All right, so the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, like, not bad with, like, the Buffalo. The Buffalo's kind of entertaining. At least it's new, okay? At least it's different. So, like, as far as the tiers go, I'd say that's like a B. It's probably like a B tier. S tier is the Cooper Flag one, right? Obviously. And, like, F tier is going to be the Geico. Yeah. Geico and Reese's, because they're just reusing old commercials. In my opinion, I think Memphis should be in the Big 12 or some bigger conference. That way they won't be seen as overrated every year. Interesting. Down here, ESPN 1 has Tennessee Tech women versus South Carolina. Oh my goodness, that's probably not going to end well for Tennessee Tech. And UNC has got to UNC Ole Miss, yeah. What do people think out there about the proposal to merge the Big East and the ACC? Be a lot of teams in one conference. It'd be very interesting. I sort of wonder if it would get rid of the home and aways. I would not be a fan of losing the Duke UNC home and away. Is next year a rebuilding year for the ACC? It could be. I mean, that Will Wade conversation about it looks like he will be going to NC State, even though he's still playing in the tournament. And apparently he might be taking some of his players with him, which is sort of interesting. You know, one of the things that we used to talk about, especially late, and how and with how people used to perform in the NCAA tournament, was you would say, well, you know, that person performed really well in the NCAA tournament. He's like raising his draft stock, right? Raising his draft stock for the eventual NBA draft. But today, actually, that has changed considerably. You'd say, well, that person might actually be raising their NIL stock, their transfer portal stock. Because if people like play well and you like kind of really show out, you have a mid-major team that goes on a big run in the NCAA tournament, and you have somebody putting up, 20 plus points a night on big what do you call them? Not mid-majors anymore, but like on the Power 5 teams, that person is looking to, get in the transfer portal and collect a bigger bag from a Power 5 school. So it really does become a showcase for some of these smaller teams. You got folks like on Drake, you got folks on McNeese, for example. So anyone pulling off these upsets, looking to cash in. It's a very interesting little change there from several years ago. So we're back underway here with Carolina and Ole Miss. You got 16-10 as the Rebels still ahead of the Tar Heels. I think teams should stay placed for a while. It says, why didn't we take some of the Big East teams instead of Stanford, Cal, and SMU? I mean, yeah, I mean, that's also a great, that's a great comment too, because especially the West Coast ones, like SMU is, you're stretching, right, with SMU, but you're on the very edge there. But yeah, the West Coast teams for sure. Like we should have never. Those should have gone to like the West Coast Conference or something. We should have never expanded to the West Coast teams. That just makes absolute no sense to me. The travel just does not make any sense to me. It's not like they bring in a significant amount more of revenue. Like they're not like Stanford, okay, but it's like whatever, man. It's like whatever. But okay. So if your argument is football, as to not taking the Big East teams, but like Cal football is like not like SMU football is like, it was a fraud this year. Like the fact that they got into the playoff, like no man, and then it just got wiped, and we were like, oh yeah, we all knew it. We all knew it was gonna happen. Like they should have lost. SMU football should have lost to Duke at Cameron, but they turned it over 6 times. They just couldn't do anything. It was pathetic. But like we all knew they were frauds. Their basketball team was also a bunch of frauds. We went in there and just rolled them after them having the highest scoring offense in the ACC. No, completely fraudulent. Inflated numbers from an easy cupcake out of conference schedule. Like Stanford football, okay, that was great when McCaffrey and Andrew Luck were there. But like, has Stanford football been relevant of late? No. So, I don't know. Like, to be fair, though, like, it's not like you get better football teams from the Big East, but, like, you don't necessarily get any worse football teams, right? They're just, like, equally bad, I guess. But, like, I just don't think you can use that as an argument, because if you looked at the football teams you could get versus the ones that you did get, you're just like, these are equally bad. Yeah. They're just equally bad. And at least you didn't have to, like, travel to get equally bad. All right, here we go. Let's go, boys. 54-28, second half. Let's see how long before we have to expand the roster list here. Jace, welcome in. Do I think Flag returns? No, man. This is it. Flag wins the national title, wins ACC Player of the Year. You hang the jersey in the rafters, and you say, thank you very much, man. God bless, and go get your money in the NBA. That's it. and he's a forever immortalized as a Duke legend. It's fine. I'm good with it. I'm totally okay with it. As long as I get the banner. I don't care. Yeah. So Nick, it's fair. Like that's the argument they would use, and then I would just counter them and be like, "You guys are, it's the same." I think the argument from this bunch of athletic directors or whatever who was making the call, I think your argument is weak. If you're gonna make all that money, I could make all that money and make that argument too, and make a better one. The 3 from Flag, no good. The offensive board to Khan, who goes into Proctor, who just keeps on hitting from 3. 5 of 5 from Tyrese from the 5 of 6 from the outside. And we're back at it. And that is a miss there from Cordelia, right at point blank range. James, hoist it, James, you're wide open. Okay, he misses it, but it was the right shot to take, actually. 57-28 here. Duke threatening to go up by 30. Great ball movement by the Mountaineers as Cordelia gets 2 more. That's 9 for him. Yeah, I don't agree with all this expansion. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the expansion is out of, like, the cat's out of the bag, or genie's out of the bottle at this point. It's just going to keep happening until you have this like super league. You have this super league of a bunch of teams that can get like really good NIL, like a lot, and big TV contracts. As Flag hits a three from the left wing. Nice to see Flag get the find the 3-point range there, 1 to 3 from beyond the arc. And then eventually you're just going to have like a bunch of like this like top tier of schools, and that'll be it. It'll be like it'll almost look like the Premier League would be my guess. You have this like really sort of large tier, and then that's it. They can just all play each other or whatever with a couple divisions, and that's the only teams that really matter. Just a little unfortunate. I guess that's why I would like not be in favor of changing the NCAA tournament, because you do give opportunity to smaller teams from smaller conferences to make a name for themselves. So I think the tournament is actually like really well done in that regard. But the football is going the wrong direction. The football is trending towards very top heavy. And not real much opportunity for any of the little guys at all, actually. So there's a big divergence between the two sports there. So Duke 60, Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers 30 right now, as we've got 2.5 into the game. Oh, foul by Sion James is first. So actually 7-4, reset this, second. This should be possession to Duke here. There you go. Thank you, Chris. So still Duke by 30 at the moment. Not quite on the favorable side of the betting line. And great pass there, but comes up empty. That was Adebayo. Had 22 points in the first game, but not quite. Oh, that's a foul, as Knipple was streaking to the basket, and that's a foul on Hobbs. It was about to be an assist for Cooper Flag over to Kahn. Looks like also St. Mary's has tied it up with Vandy. 7-point game at halftime, 29 Vandy, 22 St. Mary's. As Mississippi and UNC right now, 20-12 in favor of the Rebels. I want to see St. Mary's try harder. Oh, Knipple with a rare miss at the free throw line. I really hope Cooper gets a fair shot in the league like Tatum and Kyrie's. Zion and Nola is bad. Yeah, I feel like the Zion situation has not been great. But I also feel like some of that is on him. Some of that is on him and the people that surround him. Like there's been a lack of discipline there. I don't feel like I see that from Cooper. Oh, that's a steal by James, although it winds up back with Mount St. Mary's here. Adebayo is going to try to put it up over Malawach, and he can't. A meeting at the Mount. And Duke comes out on top. James for 3 here. Big swing if it goes. Not quite. Ryan Kelly is stuck in the Japanese basketball league, dear. Oh, dear. To be fair, Japan is a very nice place. But probably not great for your wallet. In terms of playing basketball. James, too strong. Ooh, he usually makes those. And it is so bizarre, Orlando. There's like really random people in the NBA too, right? You watch these games sometimes and you're like, who is this person? I've never heard of them. Good steal by Duke. We got a little bit of action between them, between Cooper. Oh my goodness, Cooper. What? Cooper just left it on the rim? Are you kidding? It's like between Flag, Proctor, and Knipple, they couldn't decide which one they wanted to take the shot, and it turns out no one took it. Oh my God, Coop. St. Mary's is a Townsville kid on the roster. Oh, there you go. A local talent from down under. Duke is missing everything. Yeah, the shooting here in the second half has not started out great. Not a great start here in the second half, honestly, gents. Yeah, the game is over, but yeah, you still want to. You don't really want to turn your brain off, right? You want to see. You want to see attention to detail. You want to see. Yeah, you want to see our guys actually care when the game's well out of reach. I love this money line, though. Duke minus 14,286. Basically, you would have to bet $14,286 in order to win 100. That's crazy. I really don't like I really hate the way that the stats are presented on this page, to be fair. All right, let's switch back to Carolina. Whoa, okay, Carolina down 27-14 here at the 10-minute mark. My goodness. All right. As Cadeau brings it up the floor while we're in commercial break, we can flip between the two games. How convenient is that? Withers, you got Withers there, Lubin, Cadeau, Trimble, and Davis on the floor for Carolina. See, I didn't even need my cheat sheet for that. That's how good we are here. Cadeau oh my God. Okay. Elliot Cadeau. Going to go make some more Marriott Bonvoy commercials after this one. That three was a total disaster. What a brick. Turnaround there by the other Davis there, that from Ole Miss. 29-14 is a 15-point lead, and this is getting away from Carolina in a hurry. Withers going to take a mid-range J, and actually he's going to get fouled. Dellavedova was great, man. That was awesome. Withers is a low-key Duke fan. Closet Duke fan over there, Jalen Withers. Javon Irvin, 4 points right now at the free throw line and makes the first. So far, 3 fouls. The other fouls are on, actually. 3 fouls on Malawach. That's not great. 3 fouls on James, also not great. And Irvin makes them both. So here we go, 61-34. Duke by 27. Flag gets blocked, actually. He was trying to get that layup back. Flag really wanted it back, but he got blocked. So Duke having to play some defense here. Like Mount St. Mary's almost throws it out of bounds. Adebayo on Malawach. Malawach's got to be careful here. He's got 3 fouls. Flag down with the rebound off the miss. And Flag really hungry for a 2-point basket. He's been denied twice now. Once by the rim, once by a block. James coming around the curl. We got a foul on the outside. I don't know if the Adebayo dude is related to Bam. I don't think so. I think that's just a coincidence. But Duke inbounding here. Sion James gets it to Proctor. Proctor thought about stepping into the 3. Decides not to here. And now Knipple is going to step into the 3. And that shot doesn't go. So quite poor shooting here in the second half. Has been not quite. 2 of 10 here from in the second half. That deflection there, Duke should get an easy run out here. It's a 3-on-2. Knipple is going to take it coast to coast. He's going to give it to Malawach, actually. They thought about the alley-oop for a second, but just off the glass instead. Malawatch with 11. Good to see him in double figures. The third Blue Devil in double figure territory. 16 for Proctor, 12 for Flag, and 11 for Man, as we almost have another turnover here. Duke bringing the help defense, and Flag is going to catch the ball out of bounds, actually. At least we're able to get it done in transition. Nicely done. Malawatch to the bench here. We'll bring Gungba in, who is not in any foul trouble, actually. Mount St. Mary's has to inbound from the baseline with 14 seconds on the shot clock, 14:21 on the game clock, as Evans is also in. Flag attempts to intercept the pass and deflects it out of bounds. And now it'll be a sideline out of bounds here, as Duke threatening to go up by 30 yet again, currently a 29-point advantage. That was Lipscomb who couldn't convert, and there'll be a foul. No. Oh, count the bucket. Goaltending. Goaltend. Oh, wow, they got a steal, actually. And they got another bucket. Back-to-back buckets, Adebayo, as Duke fell asleep on the inbounds. So Duke by 25. That's not great. That's an easy one. Easy bucket there. 8-2 run for the Mountaineers. Flag traveled, I thought. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a travel that was not called. I think Flag got away with it. The Mountaineers were all asking for it. That did look awkward. Maybe not. We'll have to go back and see. About the 13:45 mark. Oh, good ball movement here by the Mountaineers. The three-pointer rather for Keys connects. They're making it slightly interesting, I have to say. It's a 24-point game, but this second half has been, they're actually ahead. They have 13, we have 11. So far they're winning the second half. Proctor from way downtown, short. That was not the good shot. That was a little forced, it felt like. Oh, nice block there by Gungba. And this is actually going to stay with the Mountaineers, despite the block here. 3-point on the way for Keys again. No, long rebound to Gungba. Good defense by Duke on that possession. Foster bringing up the floor. Foster going to step into three. Yes! Caleb Foster! Wow, in rhythm there. 27 now the margin. Caleb Foster with 9 points here in the game so far. Nice to see him have a good first game in the NCAA tournament. He also actually has NCAA tournament experience, so no surprise there. We got Hobbs being guarded by Evans here on the switch, and Gungba comes up with the interception off the pass, and so Duke kind of reasserting itself here on the defensive end. This should be a 3 by Evans. Too strong. Still can't hit one. Flag deflects it back to Proctor. Proctor to Flag. Flag to Proctor. Proctor for 3. Give the assist to Flag, and Proctor has drilled another one. All right, so Duke woke up. We said, wait a second, guys. Wait a second. All right, put them out of their misery. We had a little bit of a wake-up call. Another on the defensive end. Another stop here. As now we're rolling. Flag looking to drive. Flag deflected. No, actually, Foster gets it. That was a lazy pass here. Proctor's going to just lock and load from 3. Too strong. Too much leg into that one. Playing at a really high pace here. No whistles at all. 3-pointer, no good. Flag with a weak side rebound. Ahead, he's going to give the lob. Yeah, he's going to give the lob. Oh my God, you saw that one coming from a mile away. Timeout, St. Mary's. Kind of needed it here. We had gone well past the media timeout. 10:53 to go here in the game. I want to look back. I thought Flag got out. thought this one... I thought he got away with it. Oh, no, actually... No, it's good. It's a jump stop and... Ball, jump stop, turn around. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It looked slightly awkward, but no, it's good. No travel. As Ole Miss and Carolina is still battling here. Carolina down by 12. We're not hitting 100 playing like this. We got 10 minutes. No, yeah, you could. I mean, if you have 75 points at the 10-minute mark, it's 100. It's 25 points every 10 minutes. You're on your way. So, yeah, Baylor next. Ole Miss is shooting 81% from 3. Goodness gracious. You wonder how long that can continue. If it can continue, actually. %, my goodness. Got people yelling that Duke is going to choke again. I don't, not today. Duke is definitely moving on, at least for today. Sunday is a whole different story. Yeah. So what our margin is now 32. It's actually like right at the betting spread, which is sort of hilarious. Looks like Ole Miss now up 14 on the Tar Heels. Yeah, like I said earlier, I just don't love the whole like offensive rebounding situation with the Baylor Bears, especially without. I feel like that's a game where we're gonna really miss Malik Brown. We're definitely gonna miss Malik Brown. That is the yeah. I think it's gonna be very obvious. Oh my gosh! Not if Gungama plays like this though. ESPN AZ gave up on UNC. Oh my goodness. We got another TV timeout. Oh, come on, CBS. Come on, man. You come back for one play. Shoot. Like, if our bench stays competitive, we can get through. I mean, sure. Like, yeah. I think Gungba is the one, right? That's the... If Gungba comes to play defensively with the rebounding. I think Evans is also going to have a decent game. I mean, he's only has 2 points today. Like, you just roll back. Like, Isaiah Evans has 2 points today, but like he had 6 against Louisville, not great. 2 against UNC. 3 against UNC before that. The Wake Forest. 8 against Wake, not ideal. Right. Why don't I have the... Oh, that's right. I couldn't do the first game. Yeah. Carolina still trailing by 14. Ole Miss has this under control at the moment. Wake go to the NIT. I don't know where Wake ended up, honestly. Probably NIT. If they decided to go that route. Just looking at one of these other brackets, man, in my pool. Holy moly. I thought I was doing well. They've actually tied me. It's pretty crazy. Oh, I see they have KU going. Yeah. Hopefully we get healthy Malik back. I wish we would get Malik back, man. I really do. I really, really do. I just don't see it happening, but oof, Mason Gillis getting called with a foul right after the inbounds. Not great there. It's like Vandy's still ahead by 7 against St. Mary's. Ole Miss up by 17 against Carolina as the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers inbound here. And this is Hobbs. Picks up his dribble, needs help. 7 on the shot clock here for Lipscomb. Isaiah Evans almost leaves his feet. No, it's going to be a turnover here in a second. They do get the shot off. And Darren Harris into the game, actually, picks up the rebound for the Blue Devils. So we're expanding the bench at the moment, which is great to see with us up 32. And, yeah, I don't know if we really need Cooper Flagg back in the game. Gillis for 3, that is offline. Good length, but not direction. It's too far to the right. We got a 3 on the way here by Adebayo. No good there. Gillis down with the board again. Gives it to Foster, who's now playing point guard for the Blue Devils. Gives it to Gillis for another wide open 3. Gillis reloads and fires and can't quite hit it. Malawach there with the offensive board and gets it poked away, but Duke will retain possession. Still 72-41 with 9:37 to go. Looks like Grand Canyon and Maryland, the Antelopes versus the Turtles. An interesting game, Antelopes versus Turtles going on. It's a 3 for Malawach on the menu. It already happened. He hit one in the first half. Foster gonna lock and load from 3. Foster! Caleb Foster's got 12. Into double figures here for Duke. Fourth. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fourth Blue Devil in double figures. So we're slightly on track for 100. Not quite, but still possible to reach the century mark. 3-pointer there by Hobbs is a total brick. Misses everything except the far side of the backboard. Isaiah Evans really needs a good shot here, man. Give Evans a good one. See if we can get him open. Here's Harris. Darren Harris. Turnaround J. Too strong. Gillis with the offensive rebound. Gets it stripped away, actually. Not quite. I guess that's, I don't know if that's scored as a rebound and a steal or just like a defensive rebound. Oh, Caleb Foster almost with the hands. Almost deflects the pass for an interception. Not quite. Keep it with Lipscomb and the Mountaineers for the time being. Adebayo for 3. Still nothing as Malawach comes down with the rebound. Great positioning from him. 8:14 left in the game as Gungba is ready to check back in. 1 dribble to the left, and Gillis hits 3 again. Not quite. Isaiah Evans with the offensive board. Short on the putback. Isaiah Evans still ripping around for the ball. He can't get it. And some visible frustration there for Isaiah Evans. Duke really bad shooting. Only 33% in this half there. 8 of 24. Of course, like the game hasn't... It's not like we have our A squad out there at the moment, so the metrics are going to be a little skewed here going down the rest of the way. Timeout, John. And that'll be the 8-minute timeout. Yeah, Gil's been cold. I mean, Evans not being able to connect on that little putback, really not great either. I mean, not that you really need, at this point, you don't really need the points. I mean, you're up 35. Like, come on. Like, mercy, right? Like, white flag. surrender. I mean, but yeah, the 3-point field goal shooting, 12 of 36. It puts us at 12 of 36 puts us at right around 33%. It's slightly lower than our average. We're usually around 38. But Evans at 0 of 4 and Gillis at 0 of 4. Not great. Proctor, 6 of 8 from 3. Incredible there. 19 points, 5 assists. Whew. Cooper Flagg, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 6 of 12 overall, 50% from the floor. Gungba's got 6 and 7 rebounds. Probably going to get a double-double here in a second. 2 blocks, too. Cooper Flagg also with 2 blocks. Let's see what the Tar Heels are up to here now. Down. They're down 18. Oh, my God. Carolina down 18. About to be more. Oh. Almost down 21 there for a second. The 3 didn't go for Ole Miss. Bubba Cunningham is about to have to make a phone call here. Oh my goodness. Padula. Sean! Couldn't hit the turnaround from underneath the basket. Withers driving. Puts it up. Nothing. Withers trying to plead for a foul with the referee. They're not going to be given anything. Well, see, the problem here for Carolina is that this is a quad 1 game, which they can't win. They only won 1 quad 1 game the entire season. That was against UCLA, a 7 seed. Right? Now they're up against a 6 seed in Ole Miss. The San Diego State game was technically a quad 2 game for Carolina, so it was well within their purview to actually be able to win that game. They were, I believe it was 8 or 9-0 in quad 2 games. As yeah. Oh, they have the Kevin Farland announcer crew there with Carolina. That's hilarious. So Carolina with 2 minutes left in the first half, down 18. As Padula's about to make it down 20. No, actually, Powell down with the rebound. Like, quickly up ahead. So they're playing number 5. I don't even know who number 5 is for Carolina, to be fair. He didn't play against us at all. Washington. Yeah, okay, they finally get a shot back to Duke. And there's Gungba right on cue. As I said, Patrick Gungba is probably going to go for a double-double here. He's got 6 and 7. He gets 2, and that's 8 points for Patrick Gungba. It's going to be an and 1, too, I believe. It'll be Cordelia and a 3rd foul on him. And at the free throw line, Gungba has been very solid this season. 9 points for Big Pat. Loving his game, man. Patrick's game has been fantastic. And the 5 starters just looking on. They're not coming back. Mount St. Mary's hasn't scored in 6 minutes. Here, Hobbs looking for the pass. It's a kick. Big Pat better return. I think Big Pat's coming back. I don't have an issue with... I don't see Big Pat leaving. So Duke by 38 right now. You know, what is encouraging, at least, is that Malik Brown isn't wearing like a brace or a cast or a sling. He's just in his regular shirt over there, so I don't know. But, like, I feel like you want to be extra cautious with him because, like, with how easily he was, like, re-injured, I don't know, man. It's like you look at that play and you're like, you should not be injured on this play. I don't know how you were injured on this play. It should not be possible. But somehow it happens. And so you're like, well, that's weird. Caleb Foster inbound from underneath the baseline as this game is well in hand right now. Let's see. I'd like to see Isaiah Evans get something going here. Anything. Something. Anything. Darren Harris is wide open for three. He's going to take it. I think he was fouled. Oh, but he made it anyway. Skylark, we got a Darren Harris sighting. Looks like Vandy up 12 now in St. Mary's. Boy, I got that pick wrong. It's going the way of Vandy at the moment. Vandy's such a bizarre team. They're like giant killers, man. They play like the high-ranked. They play higher-ranked teams and they beat them. Here's Evans going to go for three off the assist. No, Evans couldn't. Oh, man. Evans can't find the range. Duke 82. Mount St. Mary's 41. We doubled them up right now. Oh, what a block by Gungba. His third on the afternoon. It's unfair, honestly. The dude is so much bigger. Oh, this should be a turnover, and it is. There, Foster over to Harris, and stripped. Oh, Lipscomb just saved a bucket. Brown didn't do much to injure it the first time, if I remember. Yeah, exactly. He didn't do very much to injure it the first time or the second time. So I just don't even get it. Gongwa to the bench against his standing ovation as we have Begovic in the game now. So we are going deep into the rotation, boys, at the 6-minute mark. And Foster going to get it to Harris. Evans will stay in. I really want to see Evans hit a three. Or drive. Evans driving. Ooh, really tough. Isaiah Evans, really nice there. 2 points for him. Evans needs to build up his confidence. I don't care if he has to take 10 more threes. Got to hit some. Just build up the confidence and go from there. This is a perfect opportunity for that. No, there's no stress, man. There's no stress at all. Like, the game is ours. Just play. Gillis will pick up a foul there. Mount St. Mary's just look gassed right now. I mean, that is kind of what happens when you're a 16 seed. It doesn't quite. You just run out of gas. I mean, this is basically what Houston did to their 16 seed too. So yeah, the 3-pointer no good there from Mount St. Mary's. Keys can't get that one either. Now fight for the rebound as we can't close out the possession. 2 offensive rebounds to Mount St. Mary's. And oh, there's some hustle. Wow, that was emphatic. What an emphatic dunk. Oh, the other St. Mary's. I see. Against Vandy. There's 2 St. Mary's, man. It's like Evans there with a 2. Ooh, not quite. Begovic couldn't time the rebound correctly, and is what UMBC did to Virginia. Keys for 3. Nope. Harris down with a rebound here. 4:15 to go in the game. Evans back to Harris. Harris for 3. Ooh, man. It had hope. I had hope on that one. There was an opportunity. All right, I don't think we're making it to 100. 16 points maybe, but it's like Ole Miss is about to go into halftime up 19 against Carolina. Lipscomb asking for a screen up high at the top from Adebayo, who does get it, but there's the switch. So Adebayo on Foster right now. That's favorable for the Mountaineers. And we have another 3-pointer there to Keys, who has 15. It's the only Mountaineer in double figures. Shot that one over Isaiah Evans. UMBC won by 20. Was it that much? No, there's no way it was that much. Really? Wow. Must have forgotten that. Gillis 2. It's crazy. No fouls for Proctor, Flagg, Evans, or Knipple. The starters are like almost foul free. All right. Yeah, we're cold. Like, our shooting has gone down. But, like, I mean, you've got the walk-ons in now, man. Like, All right, we've hit halftime with Ole Miss and Carolina. Let's go to Vanderbilt and St. Mary's for the time being. St. Mary's only down 10, 14. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time here to drop another SEC team. A 10-seeded SEC team. Jesus, man, come on. Does Vandy even have a winning record in conference? Probably not. They're probably 500 or worse. There you go, St. Mary's on that drive. That's an 8-point game. You got to play some defense now. We don't have a time, obviously, right now for the Sunday game, but expect to do that one. I expect it'll be one of the early games, just based on the fact that this was one of our early games. It's like Duke and Baylor played the two, like, earlier games, essentially. There you go, St. Mary's. You're going to stop. I am just very glad that Cooper Flagg made it out of this game without any injuries. He looks completely normal, completely healthy. Hubbard is in the game. Yo, get Hubbard some points in the NCAA tournament, please. Okay? That would just be amazing. I need Hubbard to score here. Just get jacket. Hoist the 3. Oh my gosh. Begovic for 3. Oh, a hit! Begovic gets 3 in the NCAA tournament. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to adjust our scoreboard here. Neil Begovic, 3. There we go. Rebound to Harris. Best assist to turnover ratio in the tournament since 1933. Oh, we got Harris. 2 points for Harris. Does that count as another assist? Only 2 turnovers, and even we still are not turning over the ball here. Hey, can't get it. Rebound to Duke. Oh, rebound to Harris, and he's out in the open court. Harris is going to throw it down. Darren Harris. 7. Darren Harris now has more points than Con Knippel in this game. If you had told me that at the start, I don't know if I would have believed you. Or maybe I would have been like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, it went so well for us that, like, oh my goodness. Oh, we got a Gillis foul. I wanted to see Hubbard get some NCAA tournament points, man. I want to see it. Looks like most of the looks like Mount St. Mary's is also clearing their bench here. That was Trey Wilson there with 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. 91-47. Duke leaving absolutely no doubt that it is well deserving of its 1-seed status. As Hubbard tries to drive here and gives it up to Harris, back to Hubbard. Driving, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hubbard swing pass to Sheffield, extra pass to Harris. Harris for 3. Oh, not quite. Oh, Begovic almost got the offensive tip out. Oh, man, so close. That was going to be another one for Harris. He was going to have 10 points. Oh, yeah. Great ball movement here by the... oh, that's a turnover. Begovic comes up with it. Looks like Harris bringing it up the floor over to Hubbard. Hubbard, there's the screen, rejects the screen. Hubbard driving, gets it outside to Gillis, extra pass to Sheffield. Sheffield for 3, no, gives it to Begovic, and that'll be a foul. He gets fouled from behind. So Begovic to the no, not the free throw line. Mount St. Mary's only has 4 or 5 fouls. Inbound underneath the basket. Let's see if we get to open up Hubbard for a 3 here. A little bit. He should pass the inbounds to Begovic, and then Begovic pass it right back, or Gillis. Let's see if they do it. Pass it right back. Yeah. Take the shot. Oh, that was the opportunity. That's the play, man. That's the play. Ooh. We're going to try it again. Hubbard driving in. Hubbard with the right hand. We got it. Spencer Hubbard has 2. Yes. Oh my goodness, tremendous. We got the baseline runner to go. And looks like our final margin is going to be 44, maybe? We should just hold it. Just hold it. Like, you don't need to score this. There's like technically 3 or 4 seconds game clock, shot clock differential. There's no need. Just, never mind. Hubbard's going to go for, it went halfway down. Oh, it was halfway down for Spencer Hubbard. Oh, that was going to be insane. Oh my goodness. The 3 was halfway down. $44 is going to be the margin. Baylor on Sunday. Be here, folks. Be here for Baylor on Sunday. Well played. Well played, folks. Another win. All right. So that looks great. We look exactly perfect. Great. Everything good. It's exactly what I wanted to see. So we should all be very happy with how that game was played. A couple things to tighten up. There was that one run that Mount St. Mary's got on where it looks like we kind of like, may have fallen asleep for a little bit, but anyway, it'll be okay. And then we came storming back. Like Duke woke up and just went bang, just fell to the floor, which is typically what we've seen before. We've seen Duke take punches from teams, and then Duke just really reassert itself. So everyone wants to beat Duke. It's hard to predict games. So we go through this in soccer. Lesser nations become lions against us. I mean, that is it. Like, everybody, you show up with the Duke uniform and you got the bullseye. Shire talking about, having more guys feel what it's like to play in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. So you got Flagg with 14, Proctor with 19. I mean, he was phenomenal today. Malawach with 11, Foster with 12. Everybody who's on the sheet scored. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 Duke players scoring here. Pretty incredible. So all around great performance by the guys. Yeah, big matchup here with Scott Drew and Baylor. I mean, they got pedigree here. That's why I wanted Mississippi State, honestly. But it is what it is. Okay, we'll see you all on Sunday for the game against Baylor. Time to be determined. Otherwise, stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the games today and tomorrow, of course. And we'll see Go to Hell, Carolina, which they're well on their way. So, until Sunday, stay safe, everybody. And as always, go Duke. Good night.